So before I rattle on, are there any announcements?
I just wanted to thank everybody that contributed to school supplies for our school, Heather and I. I was able to get everything we need, fingers crossed, when I go to put it all together next week. Might have some odds and ends, but we really appreciate your help. So I think I got just under 100 requested, and I'm sure more will come in the next 2 weeks that want a backpack. So appreciate it. It's going to go to good use. Thank you.
So that's actually a good segue. September the 7th is our back to school Sunday, although I think you can be back to school by then. So we will do blessing of backpacks. It's a good opportunity to invite. So if you're working in a school, to invite staff, teachers. Probably can't invite students, but you can invite your neighbor's kids, just anyone who you think might benefit from being here, receiving the blessing. Invite them to be here, okay? Sometimes it's good to look ahead at the scriptures. So the scripture for that particular Sunday, if you thought today was bad, that one was, unless you hate your brother or sister, mother, father, you cannot be my follower. I'm saying, that's kind of strong. I think I'll find some alternative reading. So we have passages that I think are a little bit more apropos to back to school. Love to do it. See, don't fall asleep when the priest is up there. Yeah. Do you want to do the introductions?
Oh, sure. We have two new people here this morning. Hugh brought his friend Regina, and we have Chris in the back. Chris is new to Hampstead, so we can all welcome them both.
Let me just pass these around. Okay. A teachable moment. So, beginning with this Sunday, as you come into the church, on that round table, unless there's a better place, you will see a form such as this, which gives you the ability to add names to the prayers of the people. Now, teachable moment is that in the Episcopal Church, we really have to follow the prayer book and the prayer book's rubrics. We really don't have the latitude to just willy-nilly change the prayers. With Form 4, which is the form that we're using now, there are 3 places where you can add names without and still kind of honor that prayer. And that is, bless all whose lives are closely linked with ours, comfort and heal those who suffer, and commend to God's mercy all who have died. So we can do a slight adaptation. I was asked, well, can we just simply put an especially? And the answer is no, you can't, because now you've actually altered the wording in the prayers of the people, and that is not really allowed at this level. If the bishop wants to do that and send out something, that's fine, or if the national church wants to do that, that's really where those changes happen. So as a priest, I've got to say, well, what's the intent? Because as these prayers were composed, that option was available. So if they really wanted us to add prayers or intercessions to the prayer, they would have written the prayer that way. So, for instance, the litanies, which are Form 1 and 5, right? They actually have in brackets kind of a general, or they add especiallys with the sick, and other places. So those are actually designed for those intercessions to be added. In the fall, we'll be using either Form 3 or Form 6. Form 3 at the end begins as a responsive prayer. Line said by the leader, congregation responds. And then there is an invitation for us to add our intentions. In Form 6, there are 3 places. One is a general intercession. The other one is thanksgivings, and the third place are for those who died. So those prayers were actually designed so that you can add to them. And as we use those forms, there'll be a form similar to this that'll be based on those particular forms, okay? So this will be in the back. It's on the round table. If you think it's better on the table inside the door, we can move it. Just tell me after the service if there's a better spot for it. Okay? One final announcement. Next Sunday, another opportunity for invitation. It's the 5th Sunday of the month, and so we'll be doing a healing service at 11 o'clock. So again, invite friends, neighbors who could use prayers for healing to come and join us for that service. The next time we have a 5th Sunday is November, and the 5th Sunday in November is the first Sunday of Advent, so that's not going to work. But usually in December, I try to do what's called a Blue Christmas service. Usually that service is close to the longest day. So right around the 21st of December, which happens to be the 4th Sunday in Advent. So probably at this point at 11 o'clock on that particular Sunday, we'll do a Blue Christmas service. For those who, either because of grief or other reasons, can't get into the happy, clappy, everyone's got a smile mood of Christmas. For some folks, that's just not where they are. So that service acknowledges that for some people, Christmas actually is a very difficult time. Okay? Anything else?